Hi, so I'm going to walk you through this set of let me tries for 9.3. So the first one, and I think you did this one correctly, is install the Solver add-in. So File, Options, Add-ins, Solver, Go, click the Solver, OK, and you're good. Okay, and I think you did that one. This next one, there's like 10 steps to it. I think this is the one you're having trouble with. So we're going to go in here. So the first thing is we have to open up the Solver screen. So we need to go to the Data tab and pick Solver. We're going to set the objective to D8. It's going to be a max, and we're going to complete this solver based on changing the cells in B4 through B7. So I just did B, you know what, actually I'm going to select it this way. So B4 through B7. And then you know what, I'm going to come up here. Just, I'm not sure which way they want you to do it. Yeah, see, I think it made it absolute when I picked it. All right, so then we need to move to the constraints. So the constraints are saying, hey, I want to make D8 the maximum it can be by changing these cells. Well, it would just go on for infinity if we didn't constrain how much these pounds collected for the recycling could be. Otherwise, you know, it could be, you know, 1,000,000 pounds. Of course, we need to limit it. And we do that through the constraints. So we click on the add, and it moves us to the screens where we start setting a minimum and a maximum. So on these set of screens, there's going to be two references to the same cell. One is going to be a less than or equal to a value, and the other is going to be a greater than or equal to a value. So the cell reference is B4, less than or equal 150. So I didn't have to change that because it matched. I'm then going to click the word add because I have more constraints to add. Next. This one is B4 also, but this time I need to change this sign to be greater than or equal to the 130. So I've set the max to 150 and the min to 130 for the Baudette pounds collected. Then I'm going to go ahead and add, and I'm going to move on to setting up the constraints for Breezy Point. Breezy Point is B5. And it is less than or equal to 160. Add. Next. B5. This time we're doing greater than or equal, so I have to change this comparison operator. 150. And so I'm done with Breezy Point, so I need to move on to Cass Lake. So I'm going to add. Then Cass Lake is in B6, so we're going to say B6 and has to be less than 175. So that's setting the max for Cass Lake of how many pounds of recycling they can collect. We're going to add. Next. Still on Cass Lake, so that's B6, but this time we're going to set that lower value, so I need to change this conditional operator to greater than or equal to 150. Add, because I still have Walker here. So Walker is in B7, so we're going to say B7 is less than or equal to 200. Add. Next. Still on Walker, B7 is greater than or equal to 180. So I am done, so I'm going to say OK. Next. Make sure that all variables in the solver are positive. So make unconstrained variables non-negative. Mine is already checked. Use the GRG nonlinear method, which we are. So we're going to run the solver. So we're going to say solve and keep the results. So we're going to save scenario. And with it, keep solver, okay, and close. And I got it done. So give it a try. Just be really careful on each of the pairs that you're doing, one that's greater than or equal to and one that's less than, because for each of these areas in Paradise Lakes, you need to set the top and the bottom of what they can collect for their recycling, right? All right, give it a try and let me know if you have any more problems. Thank you.